What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to the Meditations for our most recent game of Star Wars Shatterpoint from Aegis Brand Studios. And Alex, that was a hell of a game, man.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just going to point out here. Let's see, off the table, 2 wounds, and that, actually she's off the table as well because that was her last activation at the end of the game.
Yeah, she gets 3 wounds.
Oh, she does get 3 wounds. Yeah, never mind. She gets 3 wounds.
Yeah.
And then on your side, I mean,
off the table, wounded.
Yeah. So your attrition was stronger and more timely than mine was here because it was a victory for you in the third struggle there. I started running out of gas, and unfortunately the guys you had left in the chamber were very killy.
Yes.
to put it mildly here. So
yeah, this is probably Grievous's best showing I've had with him for a while. And boy, howdy did he just, up till the end there, just kind of pick a target and kill it.
Yep. And unfortunately, the Ewoks, their stamina isn't high enough to really put in a lot of work against the amount of damage that Grievous can put out there.
That being said, your defense rolls this game were on fire.
Were they ever? Oh my goodness.
Saying something that I did that despite those defense rolls.
Yeah, that actually is saying quite a bit. I had some absolute bullshit defense rolls in this game.
This was incredible. This was Ewoks being wild, and there were a few times early on where you were like, "Oh, the Ewoks are done. They got nothing left," and then you just kept going.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I was able to find like a little bit more, and I thought going into this last struggle, it's like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do it. And unfortunately, like, I got a little greedy. Well, I don't even know if I necessarily got a little greedy. I think my attack dice really started kind of failing me in the end there because I got like, okay, I'm going to do some bold plays with Leia. And I really shouldn't have cared about Dooku at all.
Yeah, punching Dooku, especially on the Makasi side, is not amazing.
The word is dumb. That's the word you're looking for.
I want to be charitable. It's not the greatest tactical decision.
No.
Especially...
Tactics did not play a role in that decision.
Well, especially because, like, who I had left on the board was, like, Kraken, who really wasn't spending a ton of force. B2s, who did spend some force. General Grievous, who's spending a force on his turn to scuttle. And then Dooku, who at that point has 3 or 4 force to play with to be like, no, actually.
Yeah, and it kind of hit a point where, like, when my only targets were Dooku or wounded B2s, like that was kind of a problem. I was almost kind of a victim of some of my attrition that I was putting onto you, where my available targets weren't great targets. So maybe I could have been playing a little bit differently, but it was difficult because, I mean, you got through your, like, just crowd clearing attacks when you needed to get them through, which was huge. I thought I was doing really great when I took out the Magna Guards and Jango, and you stay focused, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised I was actually able to pull it back past Jango and Magna being gone, but making you lose the Ewok Hunters and the Trappers did also hurt.
You took bodies off my table.
Yeah, and I think,
huge.
Like... It doesn't sound like much, but I took 4 bodies off your table and you took 3 off mine, and that 1 body difference, I feel, was still quite important.
It was, yeah, because your B2s were able to actually keep going around, getting stuff done. They actually did a lot of work for you in the end game.
Honestly, they did really good.
Yeah,
they got a lot of shoves going off. They did some fun stuff. They didn't roll fantastically into Leia there, but statistically rolling unexpertise on 5 and 8, that's 13 dice.
Yeah, I mean, you should have gotten some expertise on there.
I should have rolled at least 1.
But, it was... I mean, that was a little unfortunate, but you know what? They were still putting points on the table.
They were.
Right? And that was huge. And that gave Grievous the ability to just kind of run around, do his murder thing. And, I mean, I think I said off camera, like, Dooku goes onto a point and he just holds a point for a game, right?
Yes.
Like, that's what Dooku does.
That's what Dooku do.
That's what Dooku do. And, and it worked really well for you. And I don't quite know where I lost the plot. I think I overextended at some point. I'm not entirely sure where. But I think I overextended at one point, and I probably should have consolidated some of my troops. But I did not.
I think the Trappers went really far up.
They did. They did. I mean, they went far up, and it was to take points, right?
It was to take points. I think that was also the move to win Struggle 1, too.
Which I lost.
Or no.
I lost Struggle 1.
Yes, yeah.
I think it was a gambit to try and win Struggle 1. And like moving them far up did definitely hurt. They were out of the the low gray defensive bubble, which, I mean, did work all game for me.
My goodness.
Yeah, it did amazing work for me all game. So yeah, that could have been it. They got overexposed, and then you were able to get enough like attacks into them that you eventually just took them down, which was a huge thing. And unfortunately, like even though their last activation did do a lot of work for me, it wasn't quite enough. And then the hunters unfortunately went down a little bit faster than I wanted them to as well. But I mean, you did bully them with Grievous.
Yes.
And then a bunch of B2s, right?
They got bullied quite a bit.
They got bullied quite a bit. Yeah. So like your guys, you know what? You might have had some rough dice rolls in some cases, but they came through when they needed to come through.
Yes.
Right? And you stay focused.
Yeah.
That you stayed focused the whole game.
I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in this game is I keep seeing these really fun, interesting plays I can do for characters, and then they fail, and I go, that sucked. And I'm gonna keep playing this game and see more fun, interesting things I can do with these characters.
Yep. No, and that's exactly it. And then, I mean, I'll be the first to admit, sometimes we might rely on the stupid fun decision a little bit more often than some more tactically minded people goes. But it's fun. It's entertaining, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at what Paplu did. He came up here and he actually kind of held a point for a good chunk of the game.
Yeah.
On his own. Even Wicket showed up and was just shanking everyone.
Wicket? Oh my goodness. Wicket going over and saying, "Hello, Django. Would you like to be wounded?" And on the floor.
Did he do that to Django twice?
Yes, he did it twice to Django, both times taking him down. And one of those times putting every condition in the game on him.
Yep. Wicket's got a sharp stick, man.
Yep.
that's all that is. He was borrowing Trippa's stick, is what it was. No protection, no cover, just going up and shanking everyone. Wicket did really well this game. The hunting horn really came in clutch.
Yep.
The funny thing is near the end of the game there, when I attacked the B2s instead of hunting horn, I think I should have hunting horned instead, because that would have kept Dooku from being as efficient as he was.
Yeah, his ability on Makashi to turn off crits is really good defensively.
Yeah, super good. And even Leia. I was impressed with Leia this game. She did.
I remember early on, I came over to have a look at her card because I hadn't really seen too much of her. And I thought, oh, okay, so she's going to be a little bit selfish, but she's not really going to help the team all that much. And then I didn't expect much of her, and then she did so freaking much the whole game.
Wounding her was big because of her explosive charge as well, right? So
explosive charge going twice, getting all those exposes, just constantly doing like way too much damage. Up until the end where she tried to punch Dooku. Like, she did so much. Yeah,
unfortunately she tried to punch a Sith Lord in the face, and Dooku's smug look of superiority just said no. So yeah, no, I'm very impressed with Leia. Your Dooku came through clutch when he needed to come through. Grievous did great work. Yeah, honestly, your team worked really well. Except for the Magna Guard, they just kind of... They were there. They were there. They got dummied a little fast, which was unexpected.
Yep.
But such is life.
Django
That's fair.
Got dummied quite quickly.
That's fair. But anyway, Alex, it was a great game, man. And hopefully everyone who watched it enjoys it as well. So yeah, it was a victory for the Separatists here. We are going to get everything cleaned up. Leave your comments below, and we will see you next time. Happy wargaming.